Now, an injury claim basically has two parts. It has fault and damages. So fault means basically that someone did something wrong. And like we talked about before, you only really have a good case if someone did something wrong and that ends up hurting you. And again, that's something you shouldn't feel guilty about, bringing an injury case if someone's been careless and has hurt you. It's something that you're entitled to and you should be compensated for. But again, it starts out with fault. And fault can sometimes be very simple, like a rear-end accident, and sometimes it can be as complicated as multiple cars in an accident where someone had the last clear chance to avoid the accident and didn't take it. One thing that I use to illustrate fault, in fault I mean someone's morally culpable, and there can be kind of a spectrum or a range of this. And notice is a good kind of issue when we're talking about fault. And what I mean by notice is this. Let's say you're visiting a friend in an apartment building. And as you leave your friend's apartment and you go down the stairs, the light in the stairway is out, and you trip down the stairway and fall and you break your arm. Now, fault in that case matters according to how long that light bulb has been out. For example, if it just went out seconds before you entered the staircase, well then it's more like an accident. No one's at fault. No one had notice that there was any problem. But if the light had been out for weeks and people had complained to the landlord about it and the landlord had done nothing, he was on notice and knew there was a problem, the landlord was at fault because he could have done something to help the situation, to prevent the accident, and he ignored it. So he's culpable. He's almost morally culpable, but he's certainly legally culpable if he's on notice of a problem. So that's kind of what fault means in an accident case. Someone has to have done something wrong,